Hi, everybody, it's your boy Trey, and today is April 26, 2024. And today I am bringing to you guys some Q&As. A lot of you guys had some questions for me, and I will answer them to the best of my experience and what I have faced. Yes, with that being said, I'm a trans man, I'm an FTM, and this is my life story, my life journey, and I'm taking you guys along with me. Yes. So to all the questions that, you guys had asked me, I hope that my answers help you guys out a lot. I really appreciate all the love and support. I cannot thank you guys so much. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share the link. For those who are new to my channel, I hope that this finds some interest to you. Yes. So with that being said, back to the questions, I would say the first question was, how much was your surgery? Um, well, I did not have to pay for my surgery. My surgery was fully covered by the government of Ontario. Um, both top and bottom surgery. But if I was to say the price range of it, it varies from 60,000 and up. Depends on the type of surgery or how many times they have to do it. It really depends. I'm not quite sure. But I was blessed with the opportunity to have both of my surgeries done here in Ontario, Canada, Ontario. So, yes, I don't know how much it would have cost me. Next question is, what do you call yourself? Do you call yourself gay, straight, or bisexual? Whoa, that's a hit at home. What do I call myself? Well, I know for sure I'm a part of the LGBT community. I've started off as a lesbian, from dressing like a femme to being a stud to now transitioning strong into a male. So I consider myself a male. So therefore, I don't know what you call that, but I fall underneath the trans category. So I don't know if you would say gay. I don't know. I'm still, all about when it comes to that part of, that transitioned along with me. So yes. um, did you pick your doctor or hospital? I did pick my surgeon. Most definitely, I picked my surgeon. Um, the hospital, yes, I most definitely picked the hospital. When I had the opportunity to pick through a list of hospitals and places where I can have my surgery, um, in most places in Ontario, Canada, it's taken either in Toronto or it's taken in Montreal. So it's like two options that I had here, or I could go anywhere in the US. But if I had went outside of Ontario, my surgery would have not been covered by the Ontario government. So with that being said, I decided to go with GRS Montreal, and when I first started my whole journey in transitioning, and I got the opportunity to pick a hospital, and I went with GRS Montreal, I really did not know the surgeon. So I was given a surgeon, but then my first surgery, my date was canceled, and I was given another surgeon, which was Dr. Langani. He was my second surgeon that was picked for me, that ended up being my only surgeon for both top surgery and bottom surgery. So I did requested him for my bottom surgery because I feel as if he did a tremendous job when it came to my top surgery. So despite of whatever I was faced through healing, he did his best in every which way possibly detailed, and I'm happy with myself. So I give thanks to Dr. Langani there at GRS Montreal. Yes, I did have that opportunity to pick my surgeon in my second go round, but not my first. But I was happy that I was gifted Dr. Langani. Another question was, how long it took to heal at your surgical sites. I'm not fully healed. I'm just 2 months in of recovering my bottom surgery. If that is bottom surgery wise of surgical sites, I would say where my swelling and everything started to go down was after a month. Um, Within my lower area where I have my phalloplasty. My arm is still a little bit swollen, and it's 2 months now. But that would take longer because that was where I have my donor area. So yeah, so I'm basically 2 months in, so I don't have too much of the healing with bottom surgery. But top surgery wise, I had my surgery, let's say that Tuesday, and that Wednesday I was okay to go on the road and move around and different stuff like that. But I would say roughly after a week, 2 weeks, I started to not feel it as much. But apart from the little fluid that I had in my chest when I had my top surgery, I had no problem with that. So healing went very well. I always have the little hiccup at the beginning, like say 1, 2 weeks after. So yes. Um, what did you wish you knew before surgery? Hmm. What I wish I knew before surgery. I wish I knew a lot more information when it came to my bottom surgery because it was um worse than the top surgery. So I wish I had more information. You know, researching was not that easy when it comes to me asking questions and looking for answers. So I wish I had more information pertaining to that and pain and more of what I possibly could face and, steps of healing and stuff like that. So I would say that when it comes to bottom surgery, top surgery, I don't think I have too much of what I should have known. Yeah, I knew it would have been something basic. So it wasn't that bad. So I can't really say. Next question was, how do you feel not having to pack anymore? I feel amazing. I feel amazing that I don't have to wear a pack anymore because it's almost like, even though I still have to worry about it falling out, obviously, because one is attached and one is detached. Um, but I must really say I enjoy everything about not having to wear my packer anymore. I feel free. I feel like down there is more independent. I don't have to, every time I get ready, I have to fix it. If you turn a certain way, you might get twisted, it look awkward, so I feel really, 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 really good that I don't have to wear my pack anymore. That's a good one. Another question is, how do you feel when you're wearing your underwear? I feel amazing. I feel like I'm well gifted. I feel sexy. you know, um, I feel like me. That's most important. I do feel great that I'm now wearing my underwear is free. Like, I feel great. I feel great. How long was your surgery? My surgery was over 10 hours long. Originally supposed to be between 6 to 8 hours, but it was not due to no complications. My surgery went well. I just slept longer through anesthesia, so that's how it went. But yeah, I would say usually it takes like 6 to 8 hours, but it all depending on how the surgery go. Um, are you ready for your second surgery? Yes, I'm ready. I wish I can do it yesterday, but unfortunately, it's stages to my surgery. There's 3 stages to my surgery, so you know, I prefer to do it the right way when it's time to do it and take everything step by step to avoid any complications in the future or anything. So Yes, even though I am excited and I do want to have my surgery like yesterday, but I know it's steps in this time and I'm still healing. I'm 2 months in, so yes. Next question was it worth it? Yes, the hell it was worth it. It was worth the pain, it was worth the swelling, it was worth the complication. It was worth it all. It's my opinion. I do believe that it was worth it. I'm happy with my new me, my new additional part. I'm happy. I'm happy in general. So yes, I would say it most definitely worth it for me, in my opinion. How did you feel when you get your surgery day? I felt so excited. I waited like technically um, a year after applying for my surgery. I waited a year because it's a list. You have to go through this procedure. You have to get approved, and I had to get approved by the government to fund it. So at the end of the day, I waited like a year. It wasn't really a long wait of a year because I did have an earlier surgery date, but when I did get that date, it was a little too sudden, and I wanted to be more mentally, physically, and financially stable before undertaking this surgery, not knowing what I possibly could have go through or how long it would have taken to heal. So I wanted to take it. So this was my second surgery date within that year, which completely made that year. If I had taken the first surgery day, sorry, then it would have been greater. Um, yes, with that being said, how did you feel when you see your scars? When I first saw my scars, first I'm gonna go with my top surgery. When I first saw my chest, I was so excited because I was free. I didn't have to worry about the sports bra anymore. I didn't have to worry about, you know, having to push my chest down, even though I did not have that much chest to hide. And working out wise, it pushed it in even more. So it was almost like looking at it, I was like, I don't care about the lines under my chest. I don't care about those things because I was flat chested. So that's all mattered. With my bottom surgery, my scarring, like I've showed in my previous videos, when I first saw my arm, I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's crazy. I was shocked. I actually thought it would have been worse, but it wasn't. It was actually neat and clean. Looked very good. I can show you this one now. So it's healing still. It looked very good, and I was like eager for it to heal so I can start going on and on. It was like always pressured in to heal. My leg, my healing was like 2 weeks. Within 2 week spans, 2 weeks after coming out of the hospital that week. So I would say basically a month time. I was free of not wearing any of my bandage very sooner, but I still babied my leg. Because of the rubbing of the material and different things like that, I tried to avoid with putting on clothes. So mostly I did a lot of bed rest. With that, I was not that much shocked with my leg. I was okay with it because I've done my research and I knew how the healing process would have went, and I knew that I would eventually not see it. So I was okay with that. Um, with any scars, I would just say I can only see the stitching line in my lower area, but it's not that noticeable. You notice when if you know it's there. It's like me know it's there, but showing it to anybody, you will not see it. So there's no scars. It's just you can see where the stitches was when they were in. So I'm very blessed with that area because I don't have any additional scars. I did not have to get cut above the stomach or along the groin. So that was a plus. I was happy with that. So I have less scarring in that area. I have no scars in that area. Like I say, just a stitching area. So yes. Um, would you ever cover your scars? Yes, I would most definitely. With my leg, I'm still working to see how it looks healing wise throughout time. Seeing that I'm only 2 months going into 3 months with my healing recovery. So I'm gonna wait probably until like after a year before, thinking about doing a leg tattoo, but I don't think I would have to do any because most of the scarring area has faded. So that's a plus and it's not noticeable. So I'm not worried about that. My chest, I'm thinking on covering one part, one side, which will be my left side, that I will be covering. My right side, I will leave it to show because I'm happy with my scars. My hand, most definitely, I will cover this because it draws a lot of attention. Even now that I don't wear the bandages or anything like that. I wear a compression sleeve from time to time, but sometimes it is so tight and you really can't bear it. It's like, so I go free, like with nothing on it. So sometimes self-consciously, you're not aware of what you're doing and end up showing it and one or two people looking like, and I know that they have to ask some questions, but no one ever asks me what happened to my hand. So I'm happy for that. So yes, I would most definitely cover my hand and eventually put a sleeve. So I'm looking into some tattoos. So if you know any tattoo artists, hit me up. Let me know so I can get my arm tattoo. Hopefully after a year as well. Give it some healing time, at least until doctor's approval that I can put ink in that area. I don't want to put it before. Next question is, can you feel anything down there? If you're talking about sensation wise, yes, most definitely I can feel sensation. A lot of sensation, too much sensation, too much sensation. But yes, I can most definitely feel sensation down there. Um, and a lot of you guys asked me pertaining to sex wise. I am quite early when it comes to that, but just like any other guys, you will explore, right? So at the end of the day, yes, there are sensation, and I must most definitely would say it is there, and gradually I will get full. It's not fully there when it comes to the phallus, but it heals throughout time. I am still freshly new within 2 months. Next question is, are you able to work out? Unfortunately, I am not, but I believe I have the strength, so I do push my limits. I have did a little bit of working out, and that's what I'm doing currently. I'm not pushing it because I don't do anything when it comes to my arm because I don't want to damage anything when it comes to my arm, seeing that I still have a little bit of swelling. My lower area, I don't do any heavy pushing or lifting because I'm just 2 months. Anything can still happen. So light free weights and different stuff like that at home, or maybe a chance to gym for a little bit of cardio. So yes, gotta keep fit. But I'm almost due to working out, so I'm excited to get back into physical exercising and different things like that. So I'm almost reaching my peak where I am able to go to the gym and to lift weights because I'm healing. Mm, great, 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 great. Um, how long has you been transitioning? I've been transitioning for almost 5 years. May 8th will make 5 years that I've been transitioning, and this is where I'm at. I came a long way, came a long way, and I'm shocked to know of so much changes that I've made. So I must say, 5 years are looking good. I'm excited to see what another 5, 10 years look from now. Um, Another question was, did you get to choose the type of surgery? I did get an option to choose the type of surgery, and I choose to go with phalloplasty surgery. If we're reference to bottom surgery, Yes, I did choose my bottom surgery and I choose to go with phalloplasty, even though it's a more high and risky surgery and due to a lot of complications and a lot of things you'll have to go through. I would not feel any completer if I did not do it the way I want it. And I wanted phalloplasty. I wanted to be able to do a lot of things independently and not having to rely on any other tool. So I went with phalloplasty, and it's a stage 3 surgery. And I'm at my first stage, and I'm excited to say I am, getting ready and preparing and, doing things for my second stage and go on. So I'm excited to say that I'm grateful that I got it and I did it and I chose this one. So, yes, I did most definitely get to choose my bottom surgery. Did you ever break down at any point? Indeed, I have break down a lot of times. I've broken down because of complications that I was faced throughout my bottom surgery and top surgery. I've broken down because pain wise, not because I had regrets or did not want it anymore. It's just the pain. Only so much your body can bear at once, and sometimes the pain comes all at once. So that was the only part that I had my breakdowns were pain wise. Going through the little complications and different things that I faced, the pain was unbearable. I must say, I'm gonna be real with you. Phalloplasty surgery is no walk in the park. It is most definitely a very painful surgery, a very painful recovery, and I don't care how easy it gets for some people, they gotta discover some sorts of pain. Some sorts of pain they're gonna go through, and it's unbearable. So much things going on at that once. It's a big surgery, so most definitely I have broken down many of times. Next question is, did you have support? Yes, I had support. During my preparing for surgery, during my surgery, after surgery, presently now, yes, throughout my, preparing for surgery, like I've always say, I had the support of my son. He went through me through my top surgery, bottom surgery. My mom wasn't physically there, but she was most definitely there in every which way she can possibly be there. Um, she has shown me support no matter of what decisions and choices I've made. She has most definitely supported me. I've had the love and support of friends that send their love out there and their support out there. I had the love and support of um, Michelle supported me as well. I would like to give thanks to Michelle for, going along with me and going along with this journey with me to go through my bottom surgery and, to be able to walk with me through all the pain and different things I went through. I really appreciate that. Um, believe it or not, I had the love and support of the surgical team because they're all rooting for me. They loved me. The medical staff, the nursing staff, they all fall in love with me. They all basically told me, have a safe recovery. Um, yes. But during my surgery in every which way possibly, I've had one family friend that supported me through a walk through everything. That's Michelle. My son, they were there every day, every night. In Montreal, coming to Toronto, same thing. I would also like to give thanks to all those that visit me and show the love and support out there in the recovery as well in Toronto. Thanks so much to all. I really, really, really appreciate it. So yes, my support came in different ways. They were not all there physically, but even though I had two persons, I felt like I had the world at times. Sometimes I get, a little bored, but, at the end of the day, you cannot have someone there 24/7 in recovery. And seeing that my hospital has a very small listing and not everybody can come there and visit you for hours and days and every day, stuff like that. But because I was supported by family members and loved ones, I had that opportunity to have persons there come there, had my son come there, spend the night, and just chill with me throughout my recovery after surgery. So the sport was most definitely there. And I had you guys, my viewers, my followers, my subscribers, I had you guys out there, rooting for me and showing some love and support, and I appreciate that too. Next question was how bad was your surgery pain? It was, if we putting it to a scale from 1 to 10 and 10 being the worst, 10 was the worst. Let's be real. Like, we're gonna be 100% in this. My surgery was not a walk in the park. I was faced with complications, like I tell you guys. And without the complication, it's a big surgery. You're most definitely going to be in a lot of pain, regardless whether you got it from your thigh, your stomach, your back, your arm, wherever you would have gotten your donor site, your surgery done. You will most definitely feel that pain, and that pain was a 10 for me. Um, Another question was how you feel after surgery. I felt amazing. I felt amazing. I was almost scared to look at it, so I was like waiting for the surgeon to be like, take the bandage off and show me, So I was excited but nervous because I didn't know what it was gonna look like. I saw different things and different outcomes and different looks, so you never know what you're gonna get. So I felt freaking amazing. Looking at it, seeing it, having it. Yes. Next question is how did you feel before surgery? Before surgery, I felt incomplete. I felt like I needed more. I felt like I just could not go on without having what I was missing. And that my bottom surgery, my top surgery, I was missing. I always felt like I was in the wrong body, but I knew who I was, and I knew that one day I would have lived my dream. And I'm here, and proudly to say it's almost 5 years, and I've survived the strongest of the strongest. So I'm happy at the end of the day. So that's important. Another question is, do you have any regrets? I don't have no regrets in having my surgery at all. At all. I wish that I have done it sooner. That's my regret, that I should have done it sooner. But I have no regrets in doing it despite of whatever I was faced. I've overcome it, and because I've overcome it, I believe that I can go on. And therefore, with that being said, there's no regrets when it comes to any of my surgeries or transitioning. I just wish that I'd done it sooner. That's it. Another thing is, did you get to pick your size? I thought I would have got to pick my size, but I was actually gifted, regardless. But my size was picked by the surgical team, and it was due to, I guess, the size of my arm or what my body could have handled and different stuff like that. So it's a pretty good size. I'm happy with my size. Very happy with my size. Um, so yes, I did not get to pick my size, but I did get a pretty great gifted size. Um, Another question is, after what you have faced with your complication, would you have done anything differently if you had to? No. It depends. I don't think I would have done anything different if I did not have the complications. My healing process was going well. Apart from my catheter that I've said a million times, it was the craziest experience of my life with my catheter. So I would have most definitely not do anything differently. I felt as if I'd done it great. I wish that I was bigger, but that's smaller things that are not important when it comes to the surgery itself. But despite of the complication, regardless of the complications or not, I felt as if I had nothing to change. Nothing I think I would have changed at all. Nothing at all. Another question, I'm almost done here, is how many years you waited before your surgery date? Well, it's been 1 year. I've waited for my surgery date after applying. But when I've had my surgery date given to me, I was 3.5 years into transitioning. I've already had my top surgery 2 years before my bottom surgery, so 3 years before my bottom surgery. So yes, so I would say 1 year within me applying for my bottom surgery, I have waited. Like I said, it would have been sooner, but I've denied my first date because I wanted to be financially, mentally, and physically prepared for this surgery. Um, Two more questions. It was your top surgery better than your bottom surgery? Most freaking definitely it was. My top surgery was most definitely better than my bottom surgery. Healing wise, surgery wise, recovering wise, everything wise. My top surgery, like I say, despite of the fluid that I've had, like I've also had in my bottom surgery, um, that was it. Like my top surgery, I was okay with that. The fluid and having to go through that swelling and the fluid coming out to stitches and stuff like that. Other than that, I would take my top surgery 100 times before I take my surgery 100 times, my bottom surgery 100 times. But if I had to do my surgery over and over and over again, I would most definitely do it regardless of the complications because I am happy with my outcome. So, yes. And the last question, and I'm sure that it won't be the last question, and send your questions. If you have any questions for me, you can send them to me, and I will most definitely answer them for you guys. Um, yes. So, my last question is, what's your next step now that you're healing? My next step now that I'm healing is to start my electrolysis treatment in my lower area where I will be preparing for my stage 2 surgery and installing of the rod and my implant. So at the end of the day, it's just preparing for that, physically, health wise, um, financially, in different ways. Seeing that I'm looking to stay in Montreal for like a month, 2 months within my second surgery, seeing that it might not be as big and as long as my first surgery, but it's most likely to be one of the most painfulest ones, even though I feel like my own was a 10 in the first go. I've heard a lot of people that had some second stage surgeries and they went through it. So I don't know what my body is going to entail throughout my second surgery. So I want to be closer to my surgeon, seeing that I had complications in this surgery and the first surgery with my top surgery. I want to be closer than to always having to run back and forth to Montreal. Um, with that being said, I'm looking to relocate in that area. So, yes. Yes, so that is the end of my Q&As. Like I say, if you have any other questions, feel free drop it in my inbox. My You can go and drop it into my Instagram. My Facebook, a lot of you guys had it in my Facebook messages. You can go and hit those up and check it out. Let me see. Um, yes, you can go to my Instagram page, Dreamboy2829. So that's boy with an I. So Dream Boy with an I, 2829. You can go and check that out. Send some messages in there. Feel free. Also Facebook, Dread Boy Rasta, and that's boy also with an I. Rasta. So you can go and check that out too. Drop your messages, drop your questions. I'll be more than happy to hit that up in my next Q&A. I will be bringing a lot to you guys, a lot of information, a lot of topics to you guys that will interest you guys and answer a lot of questions that you guys have out there that maybe not um, answered for you guys. So I hope that I answered all of your questions today, and I hope that I have given you all the information that you need to either help a friend or go through this journey. With that being said, it's your boy Trey, and I'm a trans man. I'm an FTM, and this is my life story. I'm sharing my journey with you guys, showing my love and support. Thank you guys so much for also giving me the love and support. I could not have built the opportunity to, tell my life story out here, to go through this whole procedure and journey without the love and support and the faith that you guys had in me, and you believed in me, and I believed in myself, and with God I've overcome all, even the toughest situation that I went through. I want to give the most thanks to each and every one of you guys. Yes, 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 yes. So with that being said, I'm gonna end my Q&As, and I hope this was great to you guys. Once again, I love you guys, and thank you guys so freaking much. It's your boy Trey, and I'm proud to say I'm a FTM, I'm a trans man, and this is me. Love you guys.